I think it was Dan Feldman who had a great tweet where he did the depth chart for the Phoenix Suns, and it was just 8 players at shooting guard. And it was just so fun. It was just Grayson Allen, Bradley Beal, Jalen Green, Devin Booker. Like, there's just all shooting guards. And I'm like, yeah, how is that Jalen Green fit going to be with Devin Booker? I'm not saying Devin Booker is going to be demanding a trade, but I can see a scenario in which halfway through the season, the Phoenix Suns are 10 games at under 500, and he's like, I'm not doing this again. We got to figure something out.
Look, I think with Booker, he should think about it. I don't know why he wouldn't think about it, because this team isn't going to win anytime soon. And you're in your late 20s at this point. You've been to one finals. You lost. It's just, who is that team in the East? I mean, the Knicks already blew their picks last summer. They're not that team. The Wizards aren't ready. The Hornets are interesting because LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Bridges, they have some talent there, but I don't think
Bridges.
LaMelo's,
Where did he go to college again? Where did he go to college?
Michigan State, of course. Michigan State, of course. Okay. So the Hornets are interesting if they were to get one guy and then go get another guy. The Sixers are very intriguing because of the draft capital they have, including the number 3 pick. But they don't have the movable salaries. Paul George is very difficult to move, but they're interesting. The Nets have a ton of cap space, but they're a clean slate. They have nothing like on the roster. Nick Claxton, Cam Johnson, and that's it. They're a clean slate regardless. Other than that, the Raptors, I don't think they're a serious team with getting some of these star players yet. I don't know, like the Heat maybe, like somebody like that. But are you going to demand a trade out of Phoenix if you're Booker for the Miami Heat? You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily see it with some of these teams that could get him. I don't think it's a clear-cut destination for him, in my opinion, if you're Devin Booker. That's just my gut feeling here, Tom. I think it would be a surprising thing if a team were to make an offer to Phoenix as well, because they didn't get their picks back in the trade for Kevin Durant. They got the 10th pick this year, but they didn't get their 27. They didn't get their 29. And that ultimately is a bummer for them. But they don't want their own picks back. They want to be competitive. That's what I've been reporting on all year. They don't want their own picks back because they want to be competitive. They don't want to be a team that's relying
How's that working out for them?
Picks.
How's that working out for them?
It's not working out for them. It's not. But that's what they want. So if that's what they want, I don't think they'd be a team that's willingly trading Booker. It would have to be Booker forcing his way out. And at this particular moment, I don't see the team that makes perfect sense for him that also has draft capital. But maybe that team will pop up at some point in the future. But I don't think it's there at this particular moment.
I mean, it's just weird how they keep boxing themselves in, and with these, like, teams can read them like a book, you know, like they can, if you're not interested in replenishing your draft picks, I just feel like that's less leverage in talks, you know, like if people already know what your plan is, then it just seems like you're shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, the Phoenix Suns, let's just rewind here. The Matt Ishbia reign has been a disaster. Okay. They've spent $250 million in luxury tax payments, just luxury tax payments in the last 3 seasons. I calculated this. $272 million that the Phoenix Suns have paid over the last 3 seasons in just luxury tax payments. 152 this past season, 68 million the season before that, and 52 million the year before that. $270 million just in luxury tax fees. They're subsidizing the rest of the NBA for one playoff win, one series. They've won 1 series in the last 3 seasons, 6 total games in the postseason with Kevin Durant, in the Kevin Durant era. That's what they got. $250 million in luxury tax fees and 1 playoff series. They're 13th in playoff wins in the Matt Ishbia reign. Like 2023, 2024, and 2025, the last 3 years, they're 6-9 in the playoffs, 13th most wins across the NBA, and they're tied for 8th in playoff victories over that span. $250 million in luxury tax payments. They traded Chris Paul for Bradley Beal and his no trade clause, along with 4 pick swaps. Think about that. They gave up Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton. We traded DeAndre Ayton for Tamani Kamara and Yusuf Nurkic. We sent away Tamani Kamara and DeAndre Ayton to get Yusuf Nurkic. And by the way, like Kevin Durant, we're gonna trade Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Jay Crowder over to the Brooklyn Nets. 4 first-round picks and a swap. And when we trade Kevin Durant away to Houston, we're only going to get 1 first-round pick out of the deal. So we went through 3 head coaches. 3 head coaches over that span. Kev, I don't see how you go from like what they were at, 2021 with the NBA Finals and having 60-win seasons, and then to what they are now. It's been a disaster, man. We got to call it what it is.
God, I know. It has been an absolute disaster, and there's no signs it's necessarily going to get better. It really all starts from now for Brian Gregory and Matt Ishbia, whoever is calling all the shots here. It's clearly Ishbia, Gregory, some type of collaboration there. James Jones, he's faded away. He doesn't have much of a voice there anymore at this point. So for the Phoenix Suns, you traded KD. Say what you want about the return. This is what you got. You're hoping Jalen Green can pop with his second team in his NBA career and not let this be the start of him becoming a journeyman who bounces team to team, which he could be. There is that path for him if he doesn't work out in Phoenix. You get the 10th pick. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with Bradley Beal? Gambo said to me on part 1 of this podcast that he believes Bradley Beal will either be traded, which would mean, of course, Beal needs to waive his no trade clause, or he gets bought out. And if he gets bought out, that means part of his salary, whatever is agreed to with his camp, with his agent, would still be on your books. But either way, Gambo says a 0% chance that Bradley Beal is on the Phoenix Suns next year, which would open up some minutes for shooting guards, some 2 guards on that roster, Tom.